I've been with U.S. Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals, like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm gonna be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Welcome to the pitch at Ankeny High School for the Ankeny and Centennial Crosstown Invitational. We'll start it this evening with a match between the DCG Mustangs and your Ankeny Hawks. We'd like to thank a few of our sponsors: All-Star Concrete, French Plumbing, Macy's, Central City, Chick-fil-A, CMC Pools. Thank you for sponsoring Ankeny Soccer. And now, let's meet tonight's starters. First, for the Mustangs. At forward, a junior, number 1, Alex Hoffbauer. Midfield, the senior, number 2, Olivia Sear. At forward, the junior, number 3, Landry Jaskow. Defender, a junior, number 5, Neela Williamson. Midfield, senior, number 8, Addie Jensen. Also at midfield, the senior, number 11, Kylie Knief. At defender and midfield, the junior, number 14, Alexa Gill. Forward, the senior, number 15, Ella Forsyth. Midfielder, a senior, number 16, Hannah Wren. And at defender, a sophomore, number 18, Riley Wren. In goal tonight for the Mustangs, a freshman, number 26, Emerson Torsky. Head coach for DCG is Dan James. And now, here are the starters for your Ankeny Hawks. At defender, a freshman, number 4, Sophia Kephart. Forward and midfield, a senior, number 6, Emma Gott. At forward, a junior, number 7, Marley Buchanan. Midfielder, she's a junior, number 10, Allie Mackey. A freshman at midfield and defender, number 13, Isabel Squire. Defender, a junior, number 18, Sophie Loeffler. At forward and defender, sophomore, number 20, Ava Paoli. A sophomore at midfield, number 24, Kyla Sheffield. At forward, a sophomore, number 26, Sydney Van Howley. And at defender, a sophomore, number 29, Avery Taylor. In goal tonight for the Hawks, a junior, number 0, Claire Close. Head coach for the Hawks, Simon Brown.
US Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. US Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good. West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. I don't know what you call it right now. It's 5 o'clock. We don't get too many 5 o'clock games here on the Ankeny Activities Network. Andy Pollack, Tyson Landmesser with you here tonight for a early season game, the first game of the year for the Ankeny Hawkettes Soccer Club, soccer team, I should say, as they get set to go. And it doesn't get much bigger tonight, Tyson, than what we've got right now. Ankeny and DCG. DCG, obviously, a very, very storied program.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success, especially over the last couple of years. Last year winning the state tournament in the 2A area, and the year before that going completely undefeated. So this is going to be a really tough match there, and really should be a good challenge for our Ankeny girls.
Ankeny will start off with possession first. They are in the maroon uniforms, trimmed in white. They will go left to right on the screen. We've had a little bit of a discussion tonight. We don't know exactly what the wind advantage is. It's nothing like it was the other night. Maybe a little bit of a crosswind coming at us across the field.
Yeah, we should have a pretty even match on that as far as that goes. We can't. The flags are pretty calm, and we look like the ladies will be able to use their feet to control the ball where they need to go.
A far cry from what we had the other evening. So with the weather-wise, as everybody was out there freezing, and we had a huge wind advantage as we went from left to right. That's not the case tonight. It's just under 60 degrees here at opening kick between the Hawkettes and the Mustangs of DCG. Right now, DCG trying to take the ball away from Ankeny with the ball for the Hawks. Emma Gott, she gets it down in the corner. I believe that's Sydney Howling down there in the corner. Those numbers can be a little bit hard to pick up in soccer from as far away as what we are. It will be a corner kick. Corner kicks in our season are brought to you by the Iowa Rush Soccer Club. And I believe that's going to be Allie Mackey down there. No, now she hands off. And did not see who got it down there. Paoli will do the corner kicking. She puts one. Looks like she might have overshot everybody. She did. Got to learn early on in the season to play the wind. It's a race to the corner, and it is going to go out of bounds. DCG will take possession. Kylie Knief was down there to fight for it for the Mustangs. Ankeny controlling the ball here early on. One of the things we've noticed when it's windy out, like the other night, you don't get the spacing that you normally get in soccer. Everybody has to play things a little bit closer. DCG on the attack here. Crosser comes through to Knief. Knief, most of the goals for DCG as she sends that one high over the top of the goalkeeper for Ankeny, Claire Close.
Knief was really successful last year. She had over 28 goals and 11 assists. She led the team in both of those categories. So that's a really good returning starter coming back.
You mentioned the champions a year ago. DCG, really, really solid club as that ball comes down here and taken away for DCG, Addie Jantz. It goes out. It will go to Ankeny down here in front of us. Throw in coming up for Emma Gott. Early season, we got to get used to maybe not checking numbers all the times on these players. Got to maybe see how they wear their hair or something like that. Becomes a lot easier as it goes on. A little battle for the ball down there between Gott and Olivia Sear for DCG, and Gott will throw it in once again. Senior midfielder for the Hawkettes.
She's got a big throw, Andy. She can really whip that ball out there.
You see it in action right there. She tries to get it through everybody. Couple headers in there on the battle. And Mackey going to fight for it. And the ball goes off the official.
So that should result in a quick drop kick and restart for Ankeny.
And it was Mackey, the captain, tries to weave her way through down the right side, centers it over, and it is nearly misplayed by Alex Hoffbauer, Emerson Torski, the freshman. Heart skips a beat.
Yeah, she looks a little shaken up. The Ankeny player tried to play the ball, and she may have taken a knee to the head or something to that effect.
Torski pops up, gets a round of applause from a nice crowd that is assembled here on the south side tonight. Torski gets a leg into that one, and Mackey waits underneath it, heads it back in the direction of Ankeny.
You got to wonder when she misplayed that ball, maybe there's some nerves there as a freshman getting her second start of the season.
DCG graduated their keeper from a year ago and breaking in a couple new players here, but like you mentioned, you would take a player like Knief to build your team around. Mackey steals it back, Gott nearly has it taken away from her, but gets it out in play here to Kephart. Mackey down the middle, pushes it ahead, on size, it's Kephart. She goes down in the corner, crossways, and another. Is that in the goal? It went in the goal.
That is a goal. I think Van Howling got a foot on it.
Van Howling gets a foot on it and redirects things.
Beat the keeper to the near post, and just a great aggressive play there, and being at the right place at the right time.
So with 35:59 remaining in the first period, big goal for the Hawks. You said Howling got that one?
I believe so.
It was Van Howling, who wasn't even on the roster we were given it. He scores the first goal of the season for the Hawkettes.
Coach Brown definitely made the right call on that one then.
Again, DCG on the attack. They try to get things through. It sneaks through, and Mackey one of the fastest players in the state of Iowa. Allie Mackey quickly down there, and it will result in a resetting things here for the Hawkettes. That kick lands a little bit short, taken out of there by Sear for DCG. Back to the middle, Mackey steps in, out of bounds, and will go back to the Mustangs. Throw in coming up here for Addie Jantz. Now DCG working down on their end, blocking out a little bit of our view. Sear. And a foul, and that will result in Ankeny getting the ball back. Throw in coming in, works its way down here and out of bounds. DCG, Jansen to throw it in. See Dan Holm of Ankeny Fanatic on the sideline reporting tonight, shooting photos as well. He's plenty of coverage here in Ankeny for all our athletics. This is a heck of a weekend right now for girls soccer here in town because we've got Linn-Mar in town as well. Pleasant Valley, they will play Centennial tomorrow. We'll carry that game on our sister channel, Centennial Digital, tonight after this one. We've got Ames is playing Centennial right now as well. So just a lot of good soccer in this crosstown early season matchup that they get a lot of the best teams. You see a lot of college coaches walking around trying to pick up who some of their next big recruits are. Certainly no shortage of high-level soccer recruits over the years here in our great city. As that ball goes out of bounds, DCG will take it. It goes off of Sophia Kephart.
Emma Gott tried to find feet there, but the ball just got a little bit of a bounce on her, and it skipped over her player's foot.
A little battle for the basketball. Man, I got to shift seasons right now. It's been a month ago the last time I called a basketball game. Buchan gets it. She pushes it ahead. Nice pass up there. This is Howling once again. It sneaks through. No foul called there as inadvertent contact, and DCG takes back possession. Ball gets kicked out of bounds. DCG will have the throw in over on the far side. Big collision, and it was going to be a foul on DCG. It was two Ankeny girls, it looked like, that took the brunt of it. And actually, Olivia Sear is quite shaken up on that, as there was a big collision. Sear, I didn't see who else was down, who else over there for Ankeny was part of that collision, but Sear started to get up, or started to work her way towards the sideline, and then kind of doubled over, and she's in a lot of pain. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this. This is the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
And we're back here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team, as Olivia Sear makes her way off the field eventually under her own power. It will be Hawkette ball here to get things started back in their own end. As they work their way across, going to try to spread out this defense a little bit. Hawks with an early goal from Sydney Howling to lead this one 1-0. Hoffbauer works her way to the middle. She pushes it all the way ahead, but takes a very aggressive shot from about 32 yards away. Not able to get it by. There we go. Once again, good defense there on the backside again by the Hawkettes.
definitely appears Ankeny's trying to build out from the back row, using their shorter passes, not trying to push the ball up with long passes.
Looks like I play I'm a football guy at heart, and I watch that wind so much because that's a sport where things affect you so much with a wind, and I know not as much, but it still is a factor in soccer. And you see the teams a lot of times want to build that early lead with taking the wind early on. Long throw in there once again. Mackey works her way through, pushes it ahead. Hawks on the attack, that's Buchan. Ball spent a lot of time in the air, taking possession. Ella Forsyth down, and it's kicked out of there. Good defense by the Hawkettes. Kephart knocks it out of there, and then way over on the far side, keeping it from being a corner kick. But now DCG gonna circle this one around, reload things a little bit. This is Jansen. Pushes her way through out on the edge, and nice job there stepping up to take it away. That was Paoli. And they say it's DCG ball over there on the far side. Long throw in. Mackey just misses it a little bit, kicking it out of there, and now Gott tries to clear it out, but it stays over there on the DCG end. Alexa Gill working her way through. DCG with a chance here. Glasgow down on the edge, and it's knocked out of there. Good defense over on the far side. Mustangs will have a throw in over on the far side. 10 minutes into this one, Sydney Howling with a goal just a couple minutes into the game, and that's the difference right now. 1-0, Hawks in the lead. Physical matchup so far. So you see Knief battling in there, but now Gott pushes it ahead, and there is no offside called there. I didn't know if she stayed onside or not. Either way, doesn't matter. DCG gets the ball back. Didn't know if Howling had been able to stay onside there or not. This is Mackey. There on the far side, they try to push it ahead, and again, Howling was kind of behind all the defense right now. Got to be careful about that. DCG kind of has played up quite a bit with their defense right now, trying to set that up, make it harder to push something through.
They seem to be keeping their shape in a three-back set, which is keeping them in an offsides trap position, which allows them to keep that high line and push forward quite quickly.
That time Howling stayed on sides, but ball gets knocked out of there to DCG once again. See, the Hawks front line has been very aggressive keeping that ball in their end. They attack that ball right away, but DCG now coming back the other way. Gill pushes it ahead. It's a foot race. Is Glasgow for DCG coming all the way down, and then out of nowhere is Hoffbauer as well. Try to push it through, but good hustle down there by Squires. Taken away, they push it through, and we have got
offsides called on the far side.
All right. Don't see that very often from down in the corner, but must have snuck somebody through.
Yeah, when they dispossessed Isabel, they were off in an offside position, and not the easiest angle for us to see at this distance.
Sneaking it through there, and Gott kicks it off. DCG out of bounds, and she'll have another throw in. Man, you talked about that powerful throw of Gott. It's almost like you're setting up your own corner kick when she throws it in from over here. Let's loose another one. Up in the air, it sneaks through everybody, one-on-one, and in, and it's going to go into the goal for the Hawkettes. And that is, see a number on that. She weaves through everybody. That is, still can't tell. 20. I think that's Paoli, isn't it?
Yep, I believe that is. That is Paoli with the nice little one touch over top of the keeper's head. Dropped it right in for that 2-0 lead. This is a place that DCG hasn't been in a long time. They've been tight games when they do lose, and again, when they didn't lose any games in 2021, 2022, that will we'll see how they react to this and respond. Can they come back or settle down? There's a lot of time left in the clock.
You saw there that was difficult because Torski came out once again, and that ball took a high hop over top. She just really didn't have the possibility of going to get it. You see that a little bit off this turf, the hard turf, especially a little bit different from playing on the grass back in the days. Those bigger hops. Again, a big toss. By God, another chance here, and Torski comes out and gets a save. DCG pushing forward once again. They've had some opportunities as they get into the offensive end, but each time thwarted by that back line of the Hawkettes.
Yeah, Ankeny's really pushing high. They had 5 players in above the 18 line on that last play.
Off the throw-in, little battle right here between Paoli and Glasgow. Addie Jansen pushes it through, kicks it over to the far side. DCG probing, thwarted once again. Big leg into it on the back end. DCG just continues to try to find an opening in that Hawkette defense. We'll battle for the ball, and they lose possession once again. Hawkettes will go to work now as they clear it here on the back end. Back to close. Oh, and then the ball is nearly kicked out, nearly knocked into the goal as Close came up to set things up.
I don't think she saw the DCG player. Yeah. I don't think she saw Glasgow at all, and just all of a sudden there was a connection right there.
That was very close to a goal given up. You mentioned earlier DCG has not been in a position where they've trailed. In fact, they're 1-0 on the season. They beat Johnston 2-0 to start the year. Highly ranked 3A school. As free kick getting set up here for DCG. Tries to sneak it through, and it goes out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Hawkettes. Substitution coming into the game. Substitutions today are brought to you by Heart of Ankeny Animal Clinic. Let's see if we can get a number on there. A couple Mustang substitutions. Still the same starting lineup for the Hawkettes. Close lines this one up to go ahead and knock it off to the side. They're going to restart things here for the Hawkettes, but taken back right away. Knief, been quiet so far. They've got her marked pretty well out there. Knief, not only a bunch of goals, but several assists a year ago as well. She's got it there in the middle, but taken away. Mackey gets tripped from behind, and that'll be a foul. Hawks will have a free kick. Mackey, the captain out there, we've seen her have a lot of success not only on the soccer field but on the track as well. Very talented athlete. There's several girls that do that for the Hawkettes that run both track and play soccer. It's really impressive to do 2 sports in the same year. The conditioning and stamina that takes, just the fact that your body holds up is very impressive.
Well, and track and soccer are overlapping seasons, so it's even more impressive in that situation where you're able to be a good teammate on both sides, and all around I know that Allie Mackey is considered that, a great teammate on both the track and the soccer team.
She's got it right now, knocks it over to Gott, and it sneaks through, and that's going to be back to Close once again as she keeps things out to her teammate out there. Is that Howling back out on the...
That's Avery Taylor.
Avery Taylor, yep. Howling will have the ball on the other end. When we see her, she's got a goal tonight for the Hawkettes. DCG trying to fight their way through. Again, Knief hasn't been able to square one up yet. What do we say? Knief had 28 goals a year ago.
Yeah, she had 28 goals,
Just
11
incredible
assists,
number,
which is really high when you consider that Ankeny had 29 goals in the entire season, and she had 28 herself.
And the Hawkettes were good.
Yeah.
And a big collision down there on the far end, over by the softball field, which that softball field will be picking up in action very soon as this weather gets warmer as well. Coach Bingham has his squad primed for what should be a really good year down here on the south side. Long kick in, headed back. DCG just has not been able to set things up too much offensively. They've been thwarted every time they've tried to work their way down. There's a nice touch by Mackey to get it ahead to Kephart, and then taken away by Jansen. You see Jansen around the ball a lot for DCG. Little battle for the ball, and Kephart said she was too physical.
Just a little extra bump there. You know, it's a physical game, and both teams are really bringing that along, as you're seeing that on the screen.
Hawkettes will play again tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. They will take on Ames. Ames is currently on the north side taking on Centennial. We'll try to get a score to you during our halftime show tonight. It is nighttime now, right? We're looking at almost 5:30. We can call it night.
Longer days are getting nice, and the weather hopefully gets warm and stays warm this time instead of getting warm and teasing us with a second winter coming.
Ooh, don't look at next week's early forecast. My grandmother always told me that the weather on Easter was what was going to dictate what we would have. If it rained on Easter, we would have 7 more Sundays of rain. You don't want to look at Sunday's forecast if you believe in that one, although we, as farmers especially, will take that rain right now. A lot of action around midfield right now. DCG out of there. Hannah Rentz. She tries to push it ahead up there to Sear, who's back in the game now after we saw her get doubled over on a big collision earlier on with a couple Hawkettes. And hustling her way down there is Taylor.
Did a nice job of coming around that ball to try to make sure that she got the throw in instead of the more dangerous corner kick.
Yeah, you see they weighing those two options a lot. You will always take that throw in. This is a tough spot. Yep, she lets it go out of bounds. So you don't want to center that ball back up if you're the Hawkettes. Instead, they'll take their option of close with a goal kick.
We're getting some subs now in for Ankeny.
Yeah, we'll try to pick up on some of those numbers coming in. It looks like Cameron Dietz, I believe, is one of those. Junior midfielder. It was Dietz. She's got the ball right now. Got up the sideline. Pushes it through. Another opportunity maybe for Howling. And it's going to get cleared back there for Hoffbauer. Excuse me, for Torski. Neela Williamson clears the ball for DCG, but now Mackey's got it back. Far side. Trying to work their way towards the middle. Is knocked out of bounds. Looks like there'll be another corner kick. Iowa Rush. Big sponsors of soccer here in this town. Done a lot of good work in the community. A lot of projects they're working on as well. They sponsor our corner kicks. Thank you to the Iowa Rush Soccer Club. So Mackey will take the corner kick once again. Wind has died down. What little wind we had is now about non-existent. That flag is hanging there pretty loosely. Mackey gets that one right into the middle. An opportunity here and blocked out of there as Torski didn't have to make a play. Hawks back on the attack. Try to sneak it through and it's taken out of there. Hawks are all the way down here They had everybody inside that 45-yard mark. It goes out of bounds. DCG wants to push it as Hoffbauer thought they might have had an advantage, wanted to push things, but substitution will slow things up.
Ankeny was at an extremely high line to play into that corner kick. They had a nice in-swinger from Mackey. Just couldn't get a foot on it where they needed it there at the 12-yard line.
Forsyth checks into the game for DCG. A lot of push in there. Ball comes out. Sear chucks it in. Not sure, is that a correct soccer term? Can I say she chucks it in?
It was a good throw in.
Still learning the sport. Ooh, nice footwork there by Hoffbauer, but it's taken away up the sideline. And Howling comes up to challenge it. It will go out of bounds to the Hawkettes. Over halfway through this first half as Tyson and I get ready to call this one and then make our way off to Good Friday services later tonight as well as we get ready to head into this Easter weekend. And it feels like spring and Easter weather tonight. I'm not sure it will down the road, but it certainly feels a lot more like it than it did on Tuesday night.
That big throw just moves and opens up so much space so fast. Obviously a weapon that they understand and are trying to maximize with Gott out on the wing.
Gott, the senior, has had a nice career wearing that captain's armband for the Hawkettes as another substitution coming in the game for DCG. Did not have her on my roster. 6, Caden Mills, is that what they said?
Yep. Kaylin Mills.
All right, get her marked down. Some of the early season hiccups here. For second game of the year for DCG, first game of the year for the Hawkettes. Kephart throws that one in, and it's down in the corner. Man, that had to lean out to see that corner. There's a really nice crowd here tonight. I would expect by the end of this game that'll fill in really nicely when you get, I believe it's PV and Linmar that play next here, I believe. A couple really nice programs as well. PV made their debut in the top 10 this week in the latest IGHSAU soccer poll. Long ball into the middle. Mackey fighting for it, and it's out of there. Long one in there, and corralled in there nicely by Torski.
It's always good to put one on frame, but I don't know if she needed to rush that shot as much as she did.
Had a lot of space to do it, but a long ways out. Takes a powerful leg to knock one through from there. Now DCG on the attack, coming back the other way. Rentz pushes it forward. Nice job. Knocked out of there for the Hawkettes, I believe. Is that Gott? No, that's not Gott down there.
It's Avery Taylor and missing.
I thought it was a 6.
Sophie Loeffler. They're at the center back position. They did a really nice job of communicating, handed off the responsibility for the player, and one went for the player, the other took the ball, and we were able to get the ball out. Back to the other end now with Ankeny controlling the ball.
Ankeny has controlled the ball for the bulk of this game. As they've looked, I'm sure they'll find plenty so far to correct, but wow, they've looked, especially considering the opponent, the Hawkettes have looked really good here tonight in this, their first game of the season. Throw in coming up here for DCG. Sear controls it, never goes out of bounds on the far side. The Hawkettes come back up with control. Pushing ahead, Williamson takes it away.
Hawkettes are doing a really nice job tonight of having man-up defense, meaning in soccer, meaning they have an extra man at the ball, trying to make sure that they're not just playing one-on-one with the offensive players.
Mackey has her shin guards on, reaches down and grabs her shin right away, as that's why they wear those. She's a little slow to get up. They give the ball to Ankeny. Dietz out here ready to take the free kick. No, that was Loeffler. A little battle for the ball coming back the other way. DCG wins it. And Loeffler right there just kind of sits down on Sear, and it will be DCG ball.
He'd played an advantage of an earlier foul and pushed it back, so they get the ball back about 10 yards back where where we thought the foul might be called when he blew the whistle.
Yep, let DCG play that one out. Now, Howling takes it back, and then they go up the far side, and it's out of bounds. We'll go back to DCG.
Man, that turf lets the ball move so fast.
Well, we saw so many times on Tuesday night here for the boys game, even as it went to 8 PKs at the end. It ended up being a Ankeny win, but how many times that ball that was set on the turf, almost like a kickoff in football, you need to take somebody out and put a hand on it to hold it in place.
During the PKs in that match, there was a point where one guy had to reset his ball 3 or 4 times because the ball blew off the spot.
And it was moving it closer. If it's him, you want to keep that there. Close, lets that one go out of bounds, and she'll have an opportunity for another free kick.
I'm really impressed tonight. Ankeny's really spreading the field wide when they get possession in their half, making DCG cover the entire field throughout the night.
Defense over there, a little fall down there by Dietz as she saves it from a big kick.
Avery kind of took a little bit of a swing there, maybe pressured the ball a little bit too much, maybe needs to do a little bit less there. Just keep goal side and keep that pressure on the ball. But, you know, as a sophomore, those are things that she'll grow into and learn.
There's going to be a free one here for a close goal kick. Substitution coming in for the Hawkettes. We'll try to pick up a number on that one.
Checking in for the Hawks, number 24.
Schotveld, fresh off their basketball season. DCG maybe with an opportunity here, but man, the Hawks just stay back there. They've got 5 back there still, and especially with that early lead, you don't have to be nearly as aggressive.
2-0 would be a great result for them, but I think they're still pushing to get another goal.
Battle for the ball here is Knief. Everywhere Knief has gone tonight, she's had Mackey right by her. There's Mackey once again. Pushes it ahead. Nice move to clear things. Goes back to the center. And getting the save back there on the end.
She had the right idea, just got a little too close to the goalkeeper and made for an easy save.
Hawkettes now under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Leading 2-0. 2-0. Get that part done correctly as well. As ball goes out of bounds, Hawks will have the throw in. Opportunity maybe here for DCG as they push it ahead. Sear trying to outrun everybody. A nice job for the Hawkettes. Kephart gets in there and knocks it out.
Close came off her line and was there too, but Kephart made that nice tackle to take the ball out. good recovery speed there on the Ankeny back line.
Throw in coming up for DCG. DCG probing here, but just not quite able to organize anything too much as they're going to reload things, circle around this way. Hoffbauer pushes it towards the middle. Sear comes through, and that's going to get knocked out of there almost. Ooh, and then a big collision down there in the end.
One of those inadvertent contact moments. Just kind of get their feet tangled, and down they both went. Doesn't make it hurt any less, though.
No, for sure not. Had to make sure they didn't stop the clock here. Keep our...
Van Howling's coming off for a little bit of a blow. She's been nothing but a pest to that back line of DCG tonight.
Pair of sevens checking in. For the Mustangs, Ankeny. And for the Hawks,
Ball headed out of bounds. It will stay with the Hawkettes. Another big throw in for God all the way up the edge and improves her positioning by about 30 yards for her next one. Long throw in, sneaks through over on the far side. Medetsky goes after it, battle for the ball, and cleared out of there by Williamson for DCG.
Getting that long throw in, giving us another shot at a potential dangerous play there in front of the goal.
Lost track of the... Oh, we're looking on the far side. There we go. Couldn't tell where the...
Emma got switched sides completely here so that we can take advantage of that long throw in again.
Ball headed up in the air. Yeah. Nice job by DCG to get it out of there. Out over there to Gott. Like you said, she's now on that far side.
Nice hesitation move there. Made a centering pass, made the DCG player play it back to her. Good effort there by the DCG player to save the corner kick.
Down under 5 minutes to go in this first half. Got another opportunity here. She's going to have to stretch those arms out after this game. Long throw headed out of there. And the ball goes out of bounds back to DCG. Glasgow will throw it in quickly. The Hawkettes have just not allowed for any easy touches. They've challenged everything tonight by DCG.
Marking really nice and close, you know, within touch close, so the first touch has always got a person right next to him getting ready to play defense.
As we await the throw in over there on the far side for the Hawkettes. Little collision there. As Mackey sets things up now. Hawkettes on the move. They're playing 4-on-5. And that's going to go out past the end line. Mackey looked to be setting something up there. Had the Hawks with a momentum.
Just got a little bit too much on that one and just...
You mentioned that turf.
Yep.
that turf has the hard roll. Of course, they play the state tournament gets played on grass down there at County, for the girls at least right now. The boys have now switched to Mediacom Stadium, the new stadium at Drake, where Des Moines Public plays a lot of their games. Nice angle on that kick there by Kephart. Really nice job to hook that thing back in.
Emma looked like she was going to go fast, but now she's taking a moment to set things up and getting people in the right spots.
Ooh, nice throw in there. It sneaks through and cleared by Williamson. That ball hung out about 8 yards from the goal with no one on it for what felt like a long time. DCG now. Back in, cleared out of there once more. Ooh. Hear those shin guards slap against each other. Weaving through now, Hoffbauer back to the middle, and back there corralled in once again by Claire Close.
She saw that one all the way, made for an easy save.
She wants everybody to back up. She's going to get a big foot into this one. And she does. Big challenge up there in the middle between Mackey and Hannah Rentz. DCG with the ball, Sear. Little hesitation move and then nubbed out of there. Nice defense on the back end by the Hawkettes.
That's Avery Taylor. She really attacked that ball and won the challenge and caused the DCG player to have to foul her as she was coming out of that ball. Little retaliation foul there.
Taylor, who's one of the smallest players out on the field, has been very physical out there. 45 seconds left to go in the first half. Centered through. Coming in, a little collision. Rentz to Sear. Sear tries to push it back through the middle. Thwarted once again. That time by Dietz. And we may have a foul here. We will.
Oh, he's going to go to his pocket.
Clock is
Cameron
stopped.
Dietz gets booked. She gets the yellow card for the foul there. Attack from behind.
So Dietz will have to go have a seat for a few minutes. Does that carry over to the second half?
Yeah, so she sits on a yellow card through the rest of the game. If she gets another yellow card,
okay.
she would be out of the game, and Ankeny would have to play one man or one lady down.
Long kick in and sneaking behind everybody, but Close comes up and makes the play.
Save.
I don't think the flag was up. I think that was going to be good if she was able to get it through.
Yep.
Close may just take her time here.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, half.
And that is the end of the first half. The Hawkettes leading DCG 2-0. As the teams will go into the locker room break, Tyson and I will take a quick moment to catch our breath, and we'll be back with a halftime show right after this. This is the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
I've been with US Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals, like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm going to be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Us Days at US Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Drosh Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
US Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. US Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
I've been with US Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals, like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm gonna be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure too.
Us Days at US Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
US Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. US Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Welcome back to halftime here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team. Andy Pollock, Tyson Landmesser here tonight on the call. As I don't know if it's a surprise that the Hawkettes are ahead, but the Hawkettes really scored early and have controlled this entire game over the defending 2A state champs, DCG, And Tyson, it really started right away for the Hawkettes.
Yeah, Van Halen got us started with a goal off of a Mackey corner kick at 4:01. She just beat Torski to the near post off that nice goal. And then shortly thereafter, Ava Paoli cashed in on a Ava Gott throw-in at 12:53 for the second goal as she chipped it over top of Torski.
DCG has had not really a whole lot of opportunities on the offensive end. They've played a lot on the offensive end, on the Hawks defensive end, but they just haven't had a whole lot of clean shots down there.
Yeah, Ankeny's really been swarming the defense, keeping everything to 1 and 2 touches, and then really challenging after those touches. So they're not making anything easy. They've had a few push-throughs and a couple of breakaways, but even there, Ankeny's recovery speed has been well within the range and caught up and taken the ball away dispossessed. Close hasn't even really been challenged very much at all tonight, and that's a good way to go for a junior getting her first start of the season.
And as we get set to go with the second half, we did have an opportunity to check in on the north side. Centennial leading Ames 1-0 there on that. That's with the opponent for Ankeny Hawkettes tomorrow morning at 11 right back here on the south side turf. We're going to take another quick break and be back with the second half right after this. This is the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
I've been with US Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals, like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm gonna be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure too.
Us Days at US Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Welcome back to the south side on the turf here tonight. The turf that I'm told will not be here a whole lot longer. It's going on, 13 years old or so, that they'll be getting some new turf in here at the, and it is starting to show its age out there if you've been on it, and wearing down a little bit. That stuff has a shelf life of about 10 years, and it's certainly been used on the south side. Has had a couple of years still of one school when this got put in, and now we're already in year 11 of Ankeny and Centennial being split. And soccer club here for Ankeny has certainly had a lot of success in that time. As we get set to go with the second half, 40 minutes on the clock. DCG, the defending state champs in Class 2A, has been stymied on the offensive end as Ankeny comes out here. DCG will be going from left to right on your screen. They'll control the ball here to start. See if there's any sort of adjustments, but we mentioned Mackey's kind of been shadowing one of the best players in the state, Kylie Knief, as as they try to, for DCG, who has not been able to get even a whole lot of touches on the ball yet. DCG going to clear things back here, and it looks like they have the same keeper in there.
Yeah, I'd say that is Torski. I don't even really see another keeper on the roster.
Ankeny just continues to put pressure on wherever DCG is with that basketball or with that soccer ball.
Close had to come clear out of her box on that one to make that clear. Little miscommunication with her and her backline player.
And DCG will have an opportunity there for a free kick from just about 20 yards out.
Now, first thing I've noticed real quick here is that DCG's pushing 3 high. In the first half, they only stayed 2 high. So now they're really pushing 3 players right up. So
4-person wall set up as our official backs everybody up. This will be one of the best opportunities that DCG has had so far. Knief takes her approach, tries to curl it in, and goes right over top of Close for the goal.
Beautiful bend on that ball. Just twisted it right over top of the wall, right over top of the goalie. Close really didn't have much of a chance there.
Just right on the very top part of it. You saw just, that was, wow, that was a beautiful kick.
That was
absolutely beautiful.
That's what happens when you've scored 28 goals in the last season.
So Knief scores another goal here this season. And she gets an opportunity like that. That's about the perfect distance for her too. It gave the ball enough time to get some movement on it. It's not like a PK where you can, it's a lot of power on something like that. She was 20 yards out. Just, wow, we watched a great angle for us to watch that thing bend in there and just in the top part of the goal.
Yeah, that's a really dangerous spot to have a set play like that. As a midfielder myself, I would be licking my chops for that location. That's a ball. She executed on it extremely well, but man, that's a ball that really is easy to make a goalie look bad.
So Close has already got tested more in the first 2 minutes of the second half than she has in the entire first half.
I really think that may be because of the three high there for DCG. Also might be a little bit more wind down there than what we can tell, but I think they just really are coming out and they're really trying to, they're responding to whatever the coach said in the huddle over there on the sideline as they sat there for 10 minutes and he talked through what the options were and the adjustments.
Yeah, I couldn't tell from here, but not too often that you see a team stay out during the halftime break. But he had the entire team facing him, definitely had his attention. And now DCG trying to push things ahead once again. Long kick, everybody's on sides. And now an opportunity with Sear. Sear pushed through, and that's going to go out of bounds. That was Glasgow. They got a big foot into it.
That goal seems to have really energized the DCG crowd. They're right here underneath us, and they're a lot louder than what they were in that first half.
It might have energized the whole team. It just feels like a lot more movement and flow on the part of the Mustangs here to start the second half.
Ankeny needs to settle down a little bit, get their feet back under them, get those passes that they were connecting in the first half, find feet, get those passes back to each other. They'll have their chances.
So a lot of contact going on down there. Mackey tries to get it out of there, and it is brought back in by DCG. Knief pushes that one ahead, and there's one of those high bouncing balls that you got to be very careful of if you're clear close back there in that goalie box.
A little bit more run on that ball than what she wanted on.
Big throw in there. there. DCG gets it taken away. Now the Hawkettes on the attack. Who couldn't quite get the pass out far enough as Renz pushes it back down to the offensive end for DCG. Now the Hawkettes, first time they've really probed deep into the other end in this second half, as you talked about, moving those players up for DCG. They have kept the ball for these first 5 minutes. They have kept the ball over here on the right side of the screen.
Yeah, they're kind of drifting away from that 3 high again, back down to 2 high, but they're really pushing high, and even their holding midfielder is starting to drift back a little bit. Now for this corner kick, they look like they'll come back and bring 9 back for defense, or 10 back actually. Sorry.
Yeah, another as the header goes out of bounds off the back line. It will be a corner kick brought to you by Iowa Rush Soccer Club.
Corner kick off.
Visit them at iowarush.com. Mackey goes short this time. Mackey has it taken out of there by Williamson. She's got it back. Big kick. Everybody's on sides. A race to the ball for DCG. A nice job on the back end by Taylor. DCG setting stuff up once again. Sear pushes it through, and it's headed back. Dietz on the down there keeps it back in. Hawkettes getting pushed further and further back as they try to reset things, and DCG works out in their favor. Here's a run, a nice job once again, knocked out of there by the defender. DCG on the attack. Over here, this is Glasgow. Glasgow with a move, and Taylor gets knocked down, and it will be Hawkette ball.
Did a nice job getting a step tackle there, stepping through as the player made too big of a cut or too big of a move, and she was able to get position and force that foul. As a coach, that's what you draw it up for. You tell them make sure you're defending that space so that they have to foul you to get to the ball.
Ball sent over here, kept back in by Paoli, who's got a goal today. That ball kept in, curled back in. They say no, it was out of bounds. Ball has to go all the way across that line, and it did, but not by much.
Ankeny sub. Number 8, Cameron Dietz.
Dietz comes back into the game with another Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution.
She's sitting on that yellow card, so she's got to be careful on how she attacks the ball. Might take a little bit off of her, but I think she's smart enough to be able to play through that situation.
Pushes over, tries to get it through. Oh, right into the face. Big shot taken there by Paoli. She's going to go ahead and, man, she took that right in the jaw.
Yeah. We're going to see one of our favorite people, unfortunate that we have to see him at any time, but Grant will be out to check on her, make sure she's all good. Oh, no.
Yeah, she says she's all right.
She says she's good.
Boy, that just snapped her jaw. So time is back in. Taylor chucks that one in, and it goes out of bounds off of Gott, says our AR. That ball stays in somehow. Another race to the ball, fighting her way through, and that is going to be DCG ball. Opportunity maybe to run a set play down here.
Well, he did call the foul. Well, she moved that ball down about another 5 yards. She took some extra space there.
As soon as the official turned his head. Always looking for that little advantage. Long kick coming in from Rentz, bends it in, and a big pile up out there. And the Hawkettes come out of there with the ball.
I think Knief was trying to get herself a bicycle kick there and ran into her own player.
And foul going to be called.
2 hands on the back makes a pretty easy foul call.
It's going to be on Paoli, who just took that shot to the head. Alexa Gill fighting for it now for DCG, but it's taken out of there. Paoli will push things ahead. Taken out of there once again by Gill. "30 minutes left in this one. Maybe 2-1 game. Mackey, she heads to the middle of the field.
So strong on the ball. Good cross. Set up another player. Lots of space. Just on that cross, need to bring it out. Keep it back at that 12-yard line.
Torski pulls it in once again. She's settled down quite a bit after the early touch, the early misdirection really that got a goal on her. Just a freshman starting in goal tonight for DCG. Got over on the far side, trying to get things back in the Hawkettes' favor. Pushes it through. Taylor knocks it ahead, and DCG will take possession back there. Riley Rentz.
Dietz and Paoli are giving good pressure there.
There's Gott. Tries to sneak it through. A little misdirection there. Knocked down. No call there, as that was Howling that got knocked down. It would have been a penalty kick if they would have called it.
Yeah, she sat down pretty easily on that one.
Here's
there
one
was
for
a
Howling.
great move with the back to the net.
And good save over there on the far side by Torski. Howling won't get a whole lot of opportunities better than that one-on-one. Didn't quite get all her foot into it.
Howling with the shot.
I think Ankeny has now settled back down. They're playing their defense the way they want to. They're making sure that they get the pressure on when they need it on.
DCG going to try to reset things here again. Williamson looks ahead. All the way down. Big foot into it. Now we got a foot race down here with Forsyth. Goes back to the middle, and the Hawkettes get it back.
She was wide open. The far side and middle back came in, or defending back came in and cleaned it up. But she was wide open. She had more time than she knew what to do with.
DCG keeps coming in waves right now out the Hawkettes as Taylor tries to knock that one out. Another opportunity.
Slick little move there by the DCG player, but she just got a little bit too much foot into it and was able to be cleaned up by Ankeny.
DCG going to reload as Williamson knocks it all the way back there to Torski. Williams surveys everything. Over here to Rentz. Long kick, and now Sear. Knocked out of there. Is that Dietz once again? No, that's not Dietz. That is not Mackey either. Who is that?
Loeffler.
That was Loeffler, okay.
Throwing DCG.
DCG with a good opportunity down here. And the ball goes back to the Hawkettes. DCG has been on the attack much more in this second half. Here's another opportunity right now as they move things to the middle. Mackey battles for it. Gott takes a dive, and there is going to be a foul on DCG. Gott went Supermaning into that turf.
She slid quite a ways there.
Big foot put into that one. Gott tried to header it towards the goal.
Just missed
Mackey.
flick. Well, that was a jump into the Ankeny player for the DCG player. That should have been a foul.
Mackey just finds her way to sneak into a lot of places to get a foot on that ball. Does it once again. There she is again with it. Dietz now works her way around. Good footwork there by Dietz. She pushes ahead down the side. Paoli and gets knocked out of there. Avery Taylor has kind of been all over the place on the defensive end for the Hawkettes. Another substitution for DCG as Kaylin Mills comes into the game.
Looks like they just substituted off one of their forward players. I'm guessing they're trying to keep more energy up high and keep the pressure on Ankeny.
So Mills will have that chance to throw this in. Right to the middle she goes, knocked out of there. Mills has it taken away. Taylor once again. Now the Hawkettes trying to counter. Taken back, long crosser there from Rentz. Hannah Rentz reloads things as they go to the far side. All the way down it goes, and ooh, here's an opportunity once again for DCG, and coming in there, Gott busts things up. Hawkettes on the counter. Gonna give the opportunity to DCG to reload here on the far end.
Ankeny seems to be just kind of kicking the ball, not looking to find feet, not looking to really take possession. They need to start working back at that possession.
Yeah, there's not many people in the direction of where the ball's going. Like you said, just a lot of kicks, not really going towards anyone. Really trying to, the way that DCG has possessed the ball in the second half, they've really made it hard for the Hawkettes to mount any sort of offensive attack. Williamson pushes it around, knocked it in the air.
Kind of a soccer known that 2-0 is a tough lead to keep, because you kind of get comfortable and then it all of a sudden leaves you. 2-1, man, you're really close to that drawback.
That makes a lot of sense. How do you play with a lead? That's the hard one. Like, especially against a quality team. It's one thing if it's a team that you know you're probably going to have some more opportunities, but wow, you're not going to get a ton of great opportunities. We've seen the Hawkettes really capitalize on the two really nice opportunities that they've had, but they just haven't had a whole lot of chances other than that.
Gott really worked that one down deep in the corner, tried to bring it back, and just didn't quite have the angle.
So,
but that all started off of Avery Taylor dispossessing DCG and getting a good pass to, and here she's going to have another opportunity to make a play. Takes one off the side of the head.
ooh, nice move out here by Forsyth as she pushes it ahead. DCG on the attack, sneaking through, and Mackey back there to get it and clears it out of bounds. Good hustle by Allie Mackey.
Yeah.
Another substitution coming in for the Mustangs.
DCG substitution, number 3, Landry Glasgow.
Glasgow comes back into the game.
Yep. Then Ella Forsyth takes a quick break. I'm guessing they're going to get her a little breather and get her back in there quickly.
They will definitely want to get Forsyth back in. She's been one of the catalysts of this attack. So close now. We'll replay this one. We approach the halfway point of the second half. Hawkettes in the lead still, 2-1, clinging to this one. And Gott wins that battle.
Yeah, she drew the foul there. Ankeny taking the necessary time and maybe a little bit more to get this reset.
What's really the allowance on that? Is obviously you try to milk the clock, but you can't take all the time. How does that work?
It's whatever the person in the yellow shirt in the middle of the field says. If they start to see that you're trying to stall and you're not really making a play to get the ball back there, they can get a little upset, and then they can even go all the way up to a full yellow card for that. So
you gotta.
It's a gamesmanship situation. You got to find that balance,
yep.
Right? You know, and I always yelled only necessary time, trying to get things moving on when we were down, trying to get the other team to hurry up. But you know, you got to let them do something. It's still a long game. At 80 minutes. The
header through and not quite able to get it in. That was Paoli again, I believe, off the left foot.
There again, off an Emma Gott throw-in. She's got that big whip, and it just goes out there so fast and so far. One little header, and all of a sudden you get a great...
Sneaking in. Gott almost was able to come through and really disrupt things there for Torski.
Battle of the 11s out there. Two of your best players in the state fighting over a ball.
Gott comes through with a shoulder. She didn't do it on purpose, but she's just able. She just rolls her way through there. Big physical play by Emma Gott.
I mean, I know you get to call it, but that to me was a play on.
Long kick down there, close, picks it up. The Hawkettes over the years do not allow many goals. They haven't necessarily been known for lighting the scoreboard on fire, but man, they just do not allow many goals at all.
Build up from the back line and control with defense. That's a great way to play a soccer game.
Oh, good look there, but coming through and knocking it out of there. Is that Dietz once again?
That was a tough tackle there by the Ankeny player, and I think our referee, he was trying to determine if he was going to give advantage to DCG or if he was going to call the foul there. I'm kind of glad that he called advantage and let him play on for this corner kick. Although it's a dangerous set piece, it would have been way more dangerous right there at the top of the key.
So the corner kick comes in, pushes everything a little bit too far away from the goal. Maybe another opportunity. There's a better look for DCG. Is up in the air and no one able to make contact with the bicycle kick attempt. And the ball is still in bounds. And it will stay with DCG though now as it goes out of bounds.
Well played by both players there.
Throw in coming up for Glasgow. Try to circle around, buy themselves an angle, high up and over top of the goal.
I was coaching a team playing in some heavy wind, and a ball like that went right up over top, and then it just dropped right in over top of the goalie right in. My heart stops every time I see a ball like that, especially at this angle.
Yeah, you don't see exactly where everything is.
Yeah. Ankeny's got to connect those passes and start finding feet again. We're getting a little bottled up down here in the attacking third for DCG.
Lights are on here at the turf at Ankeny High. We'll be back here several times this year.
Been an exciting first game. Everything you could want. Early goals, good defense, good offense on both sides.
Knief tries to push it ahead, but it does go out of bounds, so the ball will go back to the Hawkettes. Hawkettes trying to get the early win here, their first game of the season tonight. DCG already is 1-0. They've got a 2-0 victory over Johnston to start the year. You'll take those long rollers right now. The Hawkettes will make a lot of time go off the clock when you can push those all the way down the side.
It's really hard to score from 120 yards away. So,
although I did see it done last year at Dowling on a goal kick on a super windy night. The goalkeeper had come up, Dowling keeper had put a foot into one, and the keeper came up and, like we saw earlier, bounced over his head.
Oh, wow.
Rolled harmlessly into the goal, 120 yards away. Very windy night.
Don't have the conditions for that tonight. That's good. I would like to see Ankeny, keep the pressure up here and maybe even put in that sealer goal there for the third goal.
DCG trying to work their way through that defense once again. They've definitely been more aggressive in the second half. Buchan run to the far side, and then Mackey comes sprinting up.
Mackey's starting to remind me of the old Hoosiers movie. I think she might know what gum Knief is chewing. She's been
right
in her inner pocket every time she touches the ball.
Another substitution now coming in for the Hawkettes. It looks like Howling coming back into the game. She's got a goal tonight, had the first goal of the season here for the Hawkettes.
Number 26, Sydney Van Halen.
And now an opportunity for DCG on the attack. This is Glasgow. Gets it ahead and then cleared nicely to the other end. Van Howling in a foot race. And Torski comes up and clears it. 13 and a half minutes to go in regulation. Battle for the ball on the far side. Mackey continues to get nudged out of bounds. She's corralled in there pretty good. In college basketball, that'd be a halo violation right now. One of the new rules in college basketball that I'm not in favor of. Taylor, who misses just a little bit, almost gave an opportunity for Glasgow to get going. And there's going to be a foul on Glasgow, much to the chagrin of the DCG fans in front of us.
Yeah, the DCG fans aren't going to like that, but she had an arm on her and pushed her right down. It's an easy call and has to be called.
So Loeffler tries to push that one through, but it takes the big hop over the top of Gott. Gott bicycles it down there to Van Howling. Van Howling pushes it ahead. Gott up the far side in the header. It looked like she went head to head there, but Gott's quickly back up. Great work by Emma Gott. Van Howling pushes it through to Gott once again, and it's cleared out of there by DCG. Now DCG on the run out. Putting it ahead and knocked out of there. Again, Loeffler. DCG with another opportunity as Gill has snuck behind the defense.
Overlapping run there. Good run by number 13. Really good recovery by Paoli, though.
And there is a shoe that needs to be tied over there about the 22-yard line.
And we have a substitution coming that the referee called for before they could get it back in play.
DCG substitution. Number 2, Olivia Sears.
Sear back in the game right now after a well-deserved break. Ooh, nice touch there by Glasgow. DCG going to try to change the angles here. Their back line is up a ways. Gott battles through. There is just outside the goal on the far side. You watch the eyeballs there of Claire Close, and she had given up on the ball. So much better angle for her, obviously, than it is for us.
The Hawk boys conceded a goal that way this early season on Tuesday. Just kind of got it tucked in the corner over top of the goalie. It just got out of his way. He just could not figure out how he missed that one.
Taylor pushes it through to Mackey. Mackey now to the far side. Hawkettes
looking for that deep corner. Yep. Looking for that deep corner. Nice place to put the ball. Burn a little clock. Maybe look for a way to get a some sort of an option or a attack coming out of that corner.
Williamson pushes it through to Alexa Gill. Gill controls it. She's going to want to get it ahead, and knocked out of there by Taylor once again.
Kayla Shepveld was really trying to deny her that turn, but she just made sure she got her body in the position so she could get the turn.
Shopveld takes one off the face. She was snuck up behind. I think she was expecting a header from DCG, and it got her those Powell right in the kisser type moments. That goes out of bounds. It will go to the Hawkettes. Under 10 minutes to go in this one. Hawkettes clinging to that 2-1 lead.
Yeah. Claire, she was defending, ducked her head at the last second, and the ball just got her right in the nose.
Taylor pushes it in, and it's going to be Paoli. Gets it through. Van Howling. As Williamson knocks it over here, DCG going to try to push it back through to the middle. They do. Taylor on the run. And I believe she caught it with her hand.
Yeah, unlucky handball. Just an unfortunate bounce, gets up there. Hand wasn't really intended, but when you play the ball to your feet with your hand, that is the definition of a handball.
Free kick for Hannah Renz from 40 yards out. Everybody's marked up as Renz pushes it towards the middle. It sneaks through, and that's going to go out of bounds. That will be a goal kick.
No, they're calling corner.
No. Oh, wow. Okay.
I was with you. I thought that was a goal kick, but must have been an Ankeny leg that got on it at the last second there.
Another corner kick brought to you by the Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Big supporters of really all the athletics here on the Ankeny Activities Network. A little bit long on the corner kick.
Yeah, a little bit of an outswinger on that one, right where she kind of wanted it, but maybe a little touch deep.
Hoffbauer tries to go all the way through and save there on the back end once again by Close. Now you get to the point where you're taking advantage of milking any seconds off the clock that you can if you're the Hawkettes.
There's still a lot of time. They scored with 1.5 minutes or 1 minute 42 seconds in the first, right there at the beginning of the second half. So can't get too comfortable. Still need to keep pushing the ball, keep pressure on it. No stupid mistakes, no stupid pushes, but definitely don't take fouls.
Working her way in the middle. I think that's Sear as she pushes it through, but nobody's there. I think she was expecting Glasgow to be coming through on the right side.
Good work with Close. She able to see things, paying attention.
Schotveld. And just like that, DCG's got the ball once again. That's one that you want to possess that ball quite a bit longer in that situation. Get it out to an edge. A lot of balls staying in the middle right now for the Hawkettes. Big physical play out there, and I believe we're going to get a foul on Dietz.
Referee has a moment, gives her a little talking to, but doesn't even think that he's going to go back to the pocket.
Yeah, definitely not that situation. She was going after the ball, trying to make a play. Man, just a really, really nice crowd out here tonight for this soccer game. DCG coming through, and that's going to be a goal for DCG right there in the middle. Was that Glasgow that put it in? Let's see here. It was not Glasgow. That was Ella Forsyth, I believe. And DCG ties this one up. Alexa Gill has the goal. Excuse me. So now, just like that, if either team can put one of these in, it becomes quite important. As that ball goes out of bounds, it will stick with the Hawkettes. Mackey.
Goal comes at the 33-35 mark of the second half.
To the middle they go, and it's going to go out of bounds. It will stay down there at the Hawkettes end. 5:50 to go. Mackey pushes it to the center, and it's caught there. Saved on the back end by Torski. Coming right at her, the high kick coming back out. So Ankeny scores 2 goals in the first half. DCG now has a couple in the second half, pushing it up the side. Glasgow. DCG been much better on the attack, and it's taken away. Out of bounds, it will go back to DCG.
Good dispossession.
DCG has scored in a hurry when they need to in the second half. Backs were against the wall.
DCG substitution, number 6, Kaylin Mills.
Ankeny's bench has gotten really short tonight. DCG keeps pushing the subs in and out, in and out.
Might be one of the reasons for the DCG late goals right now. This early season conditioning. DCG with the ball once again goes out of bounds. It will stick with the Hawks. DCG on the move. This is Gill once again. Waited a little bit too long to try to cross that thing into the middle. That'll be another corner kick.
Nice job by Loeffler cutting off the angle and keeping that ball out of the middle.
Yeah, she just never allowed it really to get there. Knew exactly where she was trying to go with it. So this will be
Had to concede the corner though.
Hannah Rentz from the corner. This set up their last goal. Rentz, that's a nice spot, and headed out of there nicely. And actually, Close was right in there as well. Close had come out a long ways to make that save, and it's going to be another corner kick. 3.5 minutes to play in this one.
Another Mustang corner kick.
Rentz goes right to the middle once again. It's headed out of there, and there we go. The Hawkettes clear that thing, but man, DCG has been on the attack offensively this entire second half. Hawkettes have not had a whole lot of answers. Here's Van Howling. She'll try to get it ahead. They had to be careful because they had Emerson Torski was all the way up past the 20-yard line. A long kick might have been able to sneak over her head. Hawkettes now on the attack on the far side. Pushing it ahead, and that's going to go all the way down and out of bounds. It will be DCG ball. Hawkettes going to take a substitution here. Another Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution.
An Ankeny substitution, number 7, Marley Buchan.
Buchan checks back into the game. Torski tries to get it all the way out here to Mills. Medetsky comes up, sends it back down towards DCG. Now here's Van Howling. Cleared out of there by Williamson. DCG, one last gasp for them here in regulation. Hoffbauer pushes it through. Everybody's on sides, but Close is going to come out and clear it with under 2 minutes to go. And do we have an injury down here? Maybe some calf cramping going on.
Cramping going on there for Van Howling. She's been high energy all night, pushing really hard up top. Wearing a knee brace on the leg that she is stretching out. So clock stops in high school soccer, a little different than other soccer, where we would play with an extended clock, but in high school soccer we definitely stopped the clock and started again.
The overtime rules, which we became very familiar with on Tuesday night during the boys' game. We had a 1 10-minute period with a golden goal. No one scores there. We go to a second 10-minute period. And if you don't have that, you got the PKs. And if that's tied after PKs, you go till someone misses. High kick up there. DCG possesses the ball up the side. Hoffbauer keeps it in. Cleared out of there. Williamson now going to try to keep it over there for DCG, but she can't. Paoli ahead, coming through and coming up and clearing it once again is Torski. As we approach the 1-minute mark of regulation. Played 79 minutes, so we're tied at 2. DCG tries to sneak it through, but the Hawkettes decide to go back to close. Medetzky up the side, back out, down the side. Mills on the run. DCG kicks it wide. Van Houweling back to the middle of the field she goes. Taken out of there.
Back to win that one.
You mentioned that 2-0 lead. That just becomes very difficult to preserve.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And that's going to do it. We head to overtime here at the Southside Turf. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this. This is the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals, like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm going to be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
U.S. Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. with our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
And we've got bonus soccer here on the south side tonight. Number 1 in Class 2A, DCG trailed Ankeny after a fast start and then scored a couple goals here in the second half. Tyson Landmesser, you have tracked those goals, and really it's been DCG very aggressive in the second half, but not after a very fast start by the Hawkettes.
Yeah, so it was a tale of two halves. Ankeny putting in the two, again with Van Howling at 4:01 and Ava Paoli at 12:53. Then Kniff scored at 1:52 in the second half, or 1:42, excuse me, in the second half, and Alexa Gill made the equalizer at 33:35 in the second half. So we now get 10 minutes of overtime here. It is a golden goal, so any team scores, they win. If we don't have a score after that next 10 minutes, then we get another 10-minute half. And if we are finished still tied at that, we go into PKs. And that would be another exciting way to end this week of soccer here and get us ready for the weekend. So I'd like to see a golden goal, though, personally, for the Hawkettes. It's just my hometown influence there.
The Hawkettes will have the first opportunity here with the ball. Van Howling will get things started. Everybody got up like they were going to leave. We were told that in non-conference soccer they don't normally play overtime in girls soccer, but everybody was folding their stuff up to leave, and the announcement came through that we will be playing overtime. So I don't know if they will just play 1 overtime or 2 overtimes or go through normal procedures here. Not sure.
Well, until told differently, we'll assume that they play like the boys did earlier this week, and hopefully they don't take 8 PKs to get there for the win. So, but that they get the same result.
Hawkettes now. This is Gott. Gott tries to go to the middle. Williamson controls it on the back end for DCG. Gets it out to the edge. Might have gone back to the middle a little quick. Schotveld. Now DCG back on the run. That's Knief, who's got one of the goals tonight. 28 goals a year ago for Kylie Knief. Ball goes out of bounds. It will go to DCG. Quick throw in.
All the way back to close for the easy pickup. Looking for distribution. Seeing if she's going to switch sides.
Yeah, Linmar and I believe it's Pleasant Valley getting ready to go here next. That game was supposed to start at 7. That won't happen. Taylor tries to wiggle her way through, and it goes out of bounds. She wants a foul call. There was not, but it will be Hawks ball. DCG takes it back. Glasgow battling Taylor for it. Pushes it through. That's Gill. She's got one of their goals as well. All the way down it goes, and that'll be a goal kick for the Hawkettes. 2 minutes into the overtime period, the first overtime period. A goal wins it. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Hawkettes. go. Mackey. Circle things around the back end, maybe a little deeper than what they normally want to do this. Pushing it up the sideline, battle on the edge. It's going to stick with the Hawks.
Ankeny seems a little more poised here in this first overtime. Seemed to be trying to make some passes and connect on things. Maybe took some of that pressure off of them of trying to hold a lead.
Long kick comes through, and it's going to be controlled back there by Torski. Ooh, big collision there at midfield. And there is going to be a foul on Mackey. Actually, is that Mackey? Yes, it is. About a 10-yard advantage,
yep.
So once again that ball gets dropped.
It moved that ball again another 5 to 10 yards up the field.
Mackey now on the attack. She tries to go to the middle, to Dietz.
Dietz had time and space.
Yeah.
Back out to her.
DCG has reset things now back on the defensive end. Mackey around to the side, tries to center it, and it's knocked out of there. Gott wiggles her way through. Gott tries to go through, and she is thwarted. Gott does not shy away from contact at all.
No. I had the opportunity to coach her as a volleyball player in 6th grade, and she is one of the toughest individuals I've met. She is just a fierce competitor, and the soccer game fits her her mentality and her go-forwardness perfectly.
Another stop for some cramps here in the calves. You see those calves have cramped up a lot. You don't practice this hard and this long a lot of times. There's no way to replicate that game situation.
It's a really pleasant night for temperature, and just feels really good to be out here, and way better than it was Tuesday. But you don't realize with a nice night like this that you're getting dehydrated.
It is. I misspoke earlier. Not Pleasant Valley that is here to play Linmar. It is Waukee Northwest. DCG
Great
was on a run out.
dispossession.
Yep, taken back though. And now the Hawkettes have a chance. Gonna get ahead. Gott pulls things back to the middle. And it's taken away. DCG trying to push things ahead up the sideline, and they do sneak it through. A couple good touches by DCG. Big battle there for the ball. Very physical. It goes out of bounds, and it will be a corner kick, I believe.
I think that was Isabel Squires. That's a big play for a freshman there, just to maintain her composure, keep goal side, be able to basically deny the centering ball there.
I can't tell if it's Hannah Rentz or Riley Rentz from the far side. I believe it's Hannah Rentz, as that's a well-placed corner kick right to the middle, and it's knocked out of there nicely by the Hawkettes. Little battle there as Glasgow loses it. But DCG has everybody there. They're going to be able to keep it on their end. Long kick there by Rentz down into the middle. Schopfeld knocks it out of there. And it will go back to DCG as we approach the second overtime period here. DCG trying to sneak things through the middle. 3.5 to go. Quick moves by Gill, and we saw her score earlier. That goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Hawkettes.
Good team defense there. Avery Taylor stepped up, made the DCG player have to make a touch that allowed the step tackle there, and was able to dispossess and were able to move on down the field.
Buchan checks back into the game, trying to refresh things on the front line. So we are now under 3 minutes to go in the first overtime. Ball knocked through. Hawkettes maybe have a chance here. No, DCG decides to clear it through. Taylor knocks it off of Rentz. Taylor once again here on the back end.
Good ball upfield to Dietz.
Goes across and stolen out of there. Dietz once again comes back. There's a nice way to sneak it through on the far side. Hawkettes going to try to send it forward. All the way down. Gott, it is thrown out of bounds, so Gott, we will have a chance to see the strong arms that Emma's got. This may be an opportunity here. It's Waukee Northwest and Linmar. You'll see them warming up down there on the far side. The long run in here for Gott. Big throw to the middle, and it's headed out of there. Big collision. Gott gets the ball back. Tries it once again. And we're down with 90 seconds to play here in this overtime. There's a foul there on the Hawkettes. DCG decides to get things ahead. Onside there is Knief. And losing it right away. Knief can't get it. Good job on the defensive end on the backside after initially misplaying it. Close did a great job.
Close got up to the edge of her box and just couldn't decide whether she was going to play it with her hands or play it with her feet, and she didn't play with either. And then she was lucky to get back to it. Good athletic play to be able to deny Knief the goal.
Never gave up on it. And Mackey heads it out of there. Alexa Gill now on the far side.
Great defense by Gott.
40 seconds to go. As that ball clears the end line. Close checks the clock behind her. DCG maybe with one more opportunity here as it sneaks through and kicked out of there hard. Once again, Taylor. And then Dietz sends it down the other way. Buchan has it taken away. 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time.
And are we headed to a second overtime? We'll find out here.
Still nothing decided. We'll head for overtime number 2.
Looks like we are going to play a second overtime. We'll be back right after this.
You're welcome. Come in.
I've been with US Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals, like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm gonna be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure too.
Us Days at US Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
And we're back as we're in the second overtime period now. No one able to score that golden goal in the first period, so we switch sides. DCG will be trying to score at the left side of your screen. Ankeny will be trying to score at the right. Andy Pollock, Tyson Landmesser here with you tonight. The season opener for the Hawkettes. Trying to take one from last year's state champion in Class 2A, Dallas Center Grimes. Mackey pushes the ball up the field. Down on the corner, the center coming through, and a big opportunity, and not quite able to get it through was Van Howling. Approaching that golden hour right now. First time on a nice sunny day here today. Just kind of a nice little shine outside right now. Ankeny trying to work their way through. Shot belled over to the side. Ooh, big collision there at midfield as Mackey takes a big seat. No foul called. Ankeny, though, on the attack. To the middle, trying to work their way through and cleared out of there by Williamson. But another opportunity here for the Hawkettes with Kephart. Mackey tried to sneak it through to Gott and had too much on it.
We've only seen goals on the south goal tonight, so I'm wondering if the wind is pushing a little bit more than what we're seeing.
It may. You don't see the flags moving a whole lot.
No.
Especially, I'm looking at the flag on the far side, and that is just still.
No.
Trying to hook it back in, not able to do it. Now DCG tries to go downfield.
And out.
Will be a throw in here for DCG.
Throw in Mustangs.
Centering it, and is that Mackey that had? No, that was Taylor that
Taylor.
headed out of there. DCG going to reload here with Hoffbauer. Push it through. That was Knief. She's got one of their goals tonight. They tried to get it to her once again, but again, right there is Mackey. Knief.
Excellent tackle by Mackey, even though she left her feet. She took all ball and dispossessed Knief.
Another big collision there with Gott. And it looks like we're going to have
Alexa Gill took the brunt of that hit from Ava Gott. And Ava was just making a play on the ball.
DCG substitution. Landry Glasgow.
So, 6.5 minutes to go in the second overtime period. If we can't get a winner here, we'll go to PKs. Long one ahead on the run out. Over the top. Van Howling, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Corner kick. Van Howling earned that.
Yeah, another Iowa Rush corner kick.
Van Howling started in an offsides position, but the DCG defender, Neela Williamson, ran her back on before the pass.
So Mackey from the far side. Under 6 to go here in the second overtime period. Mackey gets a good foot into that one. It's in a great spot and still up there. Hawks still have control down there. That is Mackey. It goes out of bounds.
Another hot corner.
Oh, they'd actually switched. It was Taylor that was over there on the far side from a distance. Taylor and Mackey look a lot alike from 80 yards away on these old eyes.
They need to make the numbers bigger like football jerseys, don't they?
Yeah, no kidding. And tuck the ponytails in under the shirts.
Yeah.
Mackey keeps that one on the ground, coming through, and just over top of the goal. And there's an issue. Ooh, we have an injury down here on the far side. Non-contact.
I wonder if when she kicked the corner kick when she kicked it. I wonder if she pulled either something or cramped up a little bit.
It's another cramp.
Looks like a cramp.
Again, that's attrition here as it goes through. Yeah, you get a little nervous when you see the non-contact injuries on the turf, but just a cramp as they stretch her out. Still a little ginger. Once those cramps start, it is really hard to get them under control.
If you've never had one, they're just amazingly painful.
I might get one just from being on my feet up here a lot tonight. Keep those hammies stretched out a bunch. That was Dietz, correct? I think that had the cramp. She's back in. She's good. DCG going to try to reload things here. This press box window's open. Smells like we might have a rainstorm coming here tonight. It will be a Hawkettes throw-in. Decide now. We'll go back to DCG. Now we got another cramp. Players stretching each other out.
Ankeny's had a pretty short bench. They've subbed a few, but not near as much as what it felt like DCG was subbing. So, long night. Again, first match out. Haven't had as much time outside. With the weather was nice, but we've been kind of cold and rainy recently, and it's been hard to get outside and get those long runs.
And we played another extra 15 minutes.
Yep.
Van Houweling tries to keep it in, cannot do it. So DCG now under 4 minutes to go in the second overtime period. Becomes just as much mental as physical at this point.
Got two really evenly matched teams. They've both played really good offense. They've both played defense at a high level. It's going to be who makes a decision that costs their team the game.
Yeah, there was the kick sails past the end line, so now DCG will have a chance on a corner kick, and we saw them score off one of these earlier tonight. It's like Rents will.
Ankeny's got all 11 players inside the box.
Oh, that's a tough spot. It goes through and can't quite go in, man. I'm not sure that Kylie Knief's going to have many better opportunities than that.
Great corner kick by their player there. Just an excellent ball.
That was put right on the money. Under 3 to go. Ball comes through, DCG. Maybe one more chance here. Forsyth gives it up. You know, Glasgow's done a really nice job over there on the far side tonight, especially as the second half has gone on. You've seen her be a lot more active with the ball for the Mustangs. ball going to be cleared by the Mustangs. Looks like we might have more cramps in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Dietz has been really struggling. She tried to challenge Rentz for a ball and just came up a little lame and hasn't really been able to move very far since then.
Now she's stomping out that leg. Losing handle on the ball there was Glasgow. And we stop the clock once again. They're going to send Dietz off the field. She's a little, looked like she was stomping her legs out, but she was a little wobbly there out on the field too. I didn't see where all the contact was. I know you saw it.
Yeah, I really think, it wasn't a tough challenge. She just came up limping off of the challenge. I think it really is that cramp area.
Buchan comes back into the game with another Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. Hawkettes push it ahead. Once again, it's knocked out of there. Now the Hawkettes goes to the middle. They sneak it ahead. Van Houweling, she was onside when she got it. It's a race down to the corner. Can she get to the ball? No, not quite. Minute 20 to go.
Just a touch too long.
She would have had the angle had she been able to get to it. Another substitution coming in.
Van Houweling will step off the back line, and looks like she's also trying to get that leg stretched out.
1 minute remaining.
Battle for the header. Gott comes up to challenge. Ball knocked through. DCG tries to control it one more time. They're not able to do it. We've got 40 seconds to go. Hawks, this may be the last chance for the Hawks to win it on the golden goal. Gott sends it down, sneaks it past everybody, and it's going to go out of bounds.
DCG shouldn't be in any hurry, but their players actually looking to throw the ball in quickly. Of course, she took an extra 15 yards down the field.
15 seconds to go. In the second overtime, we've got PKs awaiting if we can't come up with a winner here. DCG, 7 seconds to go. Long throw in. And we're going to go to PKs. 2 soccer games this year on the Ankeny Activities Network, and for the second time we had the penalty kicks to determine a winner. We'll be back with those right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals, like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm going to be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Drosh Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
US Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. US Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
And we're back, getting set to go with penalty kicks to determine a winner between Ankeny and DCG.
The Mustangs will start us off. For the Mustangs, number 11, Ankeny.
Knief will be DCG's first shooter.
As you would expect. Knief puts that one in the corner, so the first one goes to DCG.
Main goal for DCG, number 26, Emerson Torski.
And now Torski will try to get the stop on Van Howling, who's in to shoot for the Hawks. Van Howling, who we saw step off with some cramps. Sydney Van Howling right up in the top corner.
The keepers can move, but they can't leave their line, so they tend to jump around. And teams like this that don't know each other very well, although these girls tend to play each other across, with their club seasons and things like that, they may have an idea where somebody goes, but it's really a guess.
Forsyth now. Her kick goes up to the corner.
Shooting for the Hawks.
And now heading out for the Hawks is Paoli. Paoli steps up. And she puts it in the corner. 2-2. And now we're going to have Olivia Sear. Sear back there with Close in goal for the Hawkettes. Everybody's watching here. Both teams ready to play are up there along the line. Sear puts it in as well. Who's going to make the first mistake?
Now for the Hawks, number 10, Ali Mackey.
Mackey steps up now. Teams have matched each other so far. Mackey pushes it through.
As I was coming up through soccer, I had a coach that said that you don't actually shoot PKs, you just pass the ball to the corner.
It's about what it is right now. You'd have to guess right.
Yep.
As the goalkeeper. Hannah Rentz now steps up. Rentz does just that. Pushes it to the corner.
The Hawks will send number 6, Emma Gott.
Emma Gott now steps up for the Hawkettes. Gott to the corner. That's what's worked for everybody so far. No one's guessed right. Ooh, these become more and more important.
These shooters are so solid that I don't even know if they guessed right, if they'd even be able to get to it. The balls are just moving and hitting those corners just perfectly.
Neela Williamson, who's been playing on the back end the entire time for DCG. Quiet. It is dead quiet out here. Williamson sneaks it. The outstretched arms of close. DCG 5 for 5.
For the Hawks, number 8, Cameron Dietz.
And Cameron Dietz, we saw leave got banged up a little bit earlier, is back in now to take this penalty kick and try to send it to extras, which we've already seen once this year on the boys' side. Dietz eyeballs things. Emerson Torski in goal and goes right past her. Have a chance to shoot some more. We got to bring out some new players to go now.
After 5, still even.
So after 5, it's even, and now it's whoever can match the other one. It's a game of horse at this point.
Pressure seems to always ratchet up at this point in my mind.
Whoever can hit it. And the other one has a chance to match it. DCG will be shooting first again.
Now up for the Mustangs. Number 1, Alex Hoffbauer.
Hoffbauer steps up. See which goalkeeper can make a save first. Each team went 5 for 5 to start. This on the 6th. And Hoffbauer slides it through. So now the Hawkettes will have a chance to match it.
For the Hawks, number 4, Sophia Kephart.
Sophia Kephart now steps up. Kephart puts it in. We head to our 7th PK.
That's a big spot for a freshman to step up and just bury it home like that.
Number 14.
This is going to be Alexa Gill. She's got a goal tonight for DCG. Here on the 7th PK. Gill puts it right past. The long jog from the 50-yard line now.
Now for the Hawks, number 13, Isabel Squires.
Isabel Squires comes down. Got to make it to continue things. What an opener here tonight for the Hawkette soccer team. Squires puts it through.
It's good.
Well, it took the boys 8.
That's where we go now.
Maybe we can just see it again and we can run the replay next time.
As we go to our 8th PK.
For DCG, number 7, Kenna Knief.
This is going to be Kenna Knief, who has not played a whole lot tonight. McKenna steps up and gets it just past the outstretched arms of Claire Close.
Claire just almost had that one.
For the Hawks, number 18, Sophie Loeffler.
Sophie Loeffler now comes up. We've got all the way through. We're going to be very close to getting all the way through. In our 8th PK here, Loeffler. Right through, and again, I think even that time that Torski got a hand on that one and was able to muscle it through was Loeffler. So we continue on to our 9th PK. Trying to determine a winner in this 2-2 after regulation. Ava Mickelson now up for DCG. The official checks her name off his card. Mickelson eyes it. Man, she goes up high. I think that Close even guessed right on that one, and they just pushed it right past her.
She went high corner on that one, and it's impossible to get there as a goalie. You just cannot jump that far.
Avery Taylor comes up now. She's been playing on defense the whole night. In our 9th PK. Taylor misses it off the top, and DCG will come away with a hard-fought win tonight as they rush the field. What a battle we had here tonight and now there's a talk down there. There's a talk.
The ball
over.
rolled in and went. It did not hit the goalpost.
They said it did hit the goalpost. All right.
It hit the.
Wow.
It hit the post and the goalkeeper didn't go and save it. She ran away and the ball landed on the ground and rolled in. It hit the crossbar off of the keeper and straight up.
And that ball stayed in. Everybody came together. There was as they went to battle, and they said, no, the ball never got stopped. DCG ran out to celebrate, and the Hawks have new life.
That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've
Wow.
never seen a ball bounce up in the air and roll back into the goal, and the keeper didn't protect it.
And I'm not even sure who's out here for DCG right now. There's a save! Big
Save
save!
to Close. Now Ankeny has to bury one, otherwise we keep shooting.
So I haven't seen a number yet. Marley Buchan gonna try to win this thing for Ankeny. And she can't do it! Torski gets the save. So now DCG, how do we do this now? We have to move it. Can the same players do it again, or how far down can we go? We've gone through 10 penalty kicks and yet to determine a winner.
First 5 can't go again.
All right, they're going to go back to the first 5. And we're going to try to get that, see what happened exactly before on the Taylor kick. And it most certainly did go off the top of the goal and then rolled back in. That's crazy. I have not seen
right
anything like that
keeper.
before. We had given up on it with our camera too because it looked like it was over, but Mustangs gave up on it. Wow. So now we're in our 11th PK. Knief. We don't have to go through 5 again, right? This is still...
Nope. We're still at next unmatched goal wins.
So Knief. They wanted to get her in right away again this time. She puts it in. And back to Van Houweling for Ankeny. In the 11th PK, Van Houweling trying to match DCG. she does. Time for a dozen.
They're off to the left of the goal down there. We have a crew of some of the varsity boys soccer players and DJ there watching the action tonight.
They're ready to celebrate a Hawks win. And Forsyth puts that one in for DCG. You ever seen anything like this before, Tyson?
I have not.
We're on 12 PKs right now to determine a winner.
Yeah, and to only really have 2 misses total. Obviously the ball off the crossbar was
nuts.
Was technically a miss, but really in actuality it became a goal.
I'm getting texts that this is one of the wildest soccer games people have ever seen right now. It's crazy. So we move to the Baker's dozen. 13th PK. This game's had everything. That shot off the top of the goalpost, or off the top of the goal.
Yeah, off the crossbar of the goal.
That's just crazy. And we saw the replay. It was the right call. Now DCG back again on number 13 PK of the night. Sneaks it in.
Just buries it in the corner again. I'd say I was on the edge of my seat, but I can't sit down.
I haven't sat down for a long time.
For the Hawks, number 10, Allie Mackey.
And Mackey comes back in now. She's got to match it to keep going. We are on the 13th penalty kick of the night. Mackey puts it in the corner. We move on to number 14. I would guess that Waukee Northwest and Linmar are both ready for this game to come to a conclusion right now, as they still have to play a game yet tonight. They were supposed to start at 7.
They were all warmed up, ready to go, and as we were hitting into regulation, they were running onto the field.
Checking all the batteries of everything right now. Looks like we'll be able to stay on the air. That one goes in. That was Rents. And now Emma Gott steps out.
For the Hawks, number 6, Emma Gott.
Gott trying to push this one to another. And she missed it.
She missed it. She missed it wide left.
In the 14th PK, DCG wants to come out and make sure that it is indeed over, and now they do celebrate. Everybody was on. Everybody didn't quite know, but what a ball game here tonight. DCG Mustangs win. We've got to get going, Tyson Landmesser, but some of your closing thoughts on one of the most wild soccer games I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, that was crazy. I loved every minute of it. That's the kind of game that will they'll take away some really good things from that. Obviously PKs just becomes almost a crapshoot a little bit, where you're just in a little bit of luck. But man, what a lot of skill on both sides of the ball. And Ankeny kind of gave up that 2-0, conceded that 2-0 lead, and you just kind of felt that game kind of slip away a little bit. But a lot to be proud of there, and a lot to build on for a very successful season hopefully ahead.
Number one,
good job with DCG there.
Yeah, number 1 DCG in Class 2A. Won the championship a year ago, and they go toe-to-toe with number 4 in Class 3A Ankeny here tonight and win in 14 penalty kicks in one of the craziest, not just soccer games, but craziest finishes to any game I've ever seen. I want to thank Tyson Landmesser for joining us in the booth tonight. Have a blessed Easter weekend, everybody. We'll be back next week here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.